It's time for the trackers.
All right, that leads us to the curse tracker.
All right. Sadly, there were some curses, so I had to actually track them.
Pay attention.
Yeah. There weren't many. There was only a total of 11, which is kind of on the low side for a Nick Cage movie.
Wow, and as Eddie King.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's part of the problem with the performance.
400 in the Deadfall.
Actually, let's see. Deadfall, he had 44.
Oh my God.
So he had 4 times as much as he did in this movie.
In his 4 scenes,
Yeah.
44 curses.
Yeah. I mean, they were probably the same amount of screen time in this movie, but just made so much more of an impact in Deadfall. Anyway, one of those is goddamn, 3 shits, and 7 fucks. So fuck still reigns supreme, which I believe is also the case for Eddie King, where 34 of the 44 curses were fuck in Deadfall. Although in Deadfall, he also threw in some bitches, bullshit, asshole, bastard, and some hell, and some dams.
You know, he's staying true to the character for this one. He's toned it down over the years, so.
Yeah, it's Eddie King in his twilight years. Mellowed out a bit, took the edge off.
Yeah. Not snorting from a bottle, he's snorting from the table now.
Yeah, so with that, this movie cracked 600. We're at 602 total curses now for all of the films.
Nice. 600 Club. Isn't that like an old person's show?
I think it was Jesus.
700 Club, okay.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Runtime, this was mercifully 92 minutes. This is the same length as Pig. Think about that. Think about what they did with Pig
3 times
versus what they
longer
did
than
with
Pig.
this.
I wanted more Pig.
And Pig had a way lower budget if that 10 million is correct. So
Yeah.
storytelling does not require tons of money. Telling a good story. This was not intended to be a good story at any point, I don't think. It was just an excuse to slow-mo shoot guys in the nuts and stuff. About all it was.
And embezzled money.
And embezzle money.
Embezzle money.
I'll put 10 grand on paper. Or 10 million on paper, and we'll give you, here's 500,000. Go make a movie.
Here's 500,000. Make a movie. Got 13 days. Get Nick Cage for 1. Make the most of it. Nudity, this had none whatsoever, which is surprising. Probably couldn't, I think you have to pay extra if you force somebody to get naked.
Yeah.
Force some poor fucking actress who's in this piece of shit to get naked. Which this wasn't R-rated, and half the movie was in a strip club, but no nudity whatsoever. State and country tracker. This was in Mississippi. This is our second trip to Mississippi, technically, because we went to Biloxi once before in Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, so that he could pick up Crack Roxy, who was with a client who was beating the shit out of her. Oh yeah, that guy, most memorable character in that movie, more memorable than any character in this movie, and that guy was on screen for like maybe 2 minutes. So that's the second time in Mississippi. It's joined the multiple times club, which we have quite a few now. We're slowly working our way through 17 states. Budget versus gross, estimated $10 million. I don't know where they got that figure or even if it's correct, but we're just going to go with it because I never want to have to think about this movie ever again. So we do Back into the Cage. It made $41,037 on a $10 million budget.
Ow.
I mean, it did not technically get a release. So that 41,000 was all from
on demand.
No, I think on demand, as we've kind of seen, doesn't really factor into that.
I guess they wouldn't. Yeah, it was not reported anywhere.
So the 41,000 is from the limited release it had in the UK and New Zealand, whatever the hell places it was released.
Again, people thought they were seeing a movie about Arsenal.
Yep,
the soccer team.
that brings us up to a little over $1 billion on the gross, so 1.7.7, and the overall gross is now at 2.3.17 billion. Can't even this doesn't even factor into that. Just cumulative over the 20 movies that we've watched that made less than $50,000. Just inched it up to another million. On our top grossing films of all time, this is now the third lowest. But it made twice as much as Deadfall. So there's that. If you extrapolate that out to 1993 money versus 2017 money, it's probably about the same. Ratings, this was our 16th R-rated film. I am shocked that this got a rating. I didn't expect it to actually. I figured it would be unrated because it was during that period where nothing got a rating because it all went direct to video.
Yeah.
But did get an R rating, I guess, because it came out in the theaters in some place or right in the town where Arsenal plays.
Where they play.
Which leads us over to the Cage Kill Tracker.
All right. You thought it'd be more, but you're wrong. 2 kills. Only 2 kills. All that killing, and he's only responsible for 2 of them.
So the guy with the pipe.
Yep, and then his brother.
And his brother. Wow.
Yep.
Surprising, actually.
Yeah. I thought there'd be more, but no, he just 2 kills, which brings us to a total of 165. So getting close to the 200 mark there. Finally, it's been a while, but he died. So
again.
1 death in the film. Yeah, he died again. So we're also counting
now.
as a resurrection.
Technically, yeah.
Oh my God.
Which brings us to a grand total of 10 over the.
It's funny. 20% of the deaths are Eddie King.
Yeah.